Hi everyone, and welcome to the UGC Grand Finals of Gold Highlander. I'm Tenson, your host, and this is Larry casting with me. Hello, Larry.
Right?
So yeah, tonight is going to be BMS against TC Express. We've been casting this match last week as well. I don't know if everyone knows about it, but they were facing each other again on the semi-finals of UGC. Express lost to BMS, but they finally won against Ambition, so they are back for the grand finals.
Hopefully it should be a good game too.
Yeah, that should be like it's like the revenge match, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously BMS have had quite an easy season. They've seemed to roll every team they've played later on in the season, especially. And considering that they've beaten TC Express before, and TC have lost in the season a lot compared to Euro and Ambition, especially in the fact that Express brought it back and beat their friends there, the people they wanted to beat, Ambition, who are rated as the better team. I think it's a pretty good accomplishment for them, even if they don't win today. It's second place for them. That was completely unexpected.
Yeah, about that. We were watching not the schedule, the playoff page of Gold, and if BMS wins this match, they won Gold. But if they don't win, it seems like there will be another match.
I'm not 100% sure, but
we're
not sure
not
how it
about
works.
this. Maybe
It might be, but
yeah, maybe the stream could check this out and tell us in the chat, because we don't really know. Is it since they never went to the lower brackets, if they don't win, they have to go to the lower bracket, but there is no lower bracket anymore. So I don't know. Tell us if you know.
guess we'll find out. There's a lot on the server at the minute, so hopefully we'll go along soon. So
yeah. There's a lot of players connected right now. The match should be starting shortly. What do you think? What is your prediction about?
I mean, Euro have been looking pretty strong recently. Even today they beat the second place Plat team, who are in playoffs now against Chess Club. So that's a pretty big win.
Yeah, you're talking about BMS.
Yeah, BMS beat the second place Plat team, and I mean Express beat Ambition last week, and Ambition beat BMS. So it's a big triangle. Who's gonna win? But personally, I think BMS will win, just because they've got some outstanding players in the roster, and a Merc Fungi, who's definitely a very strong demo. But I mean, at the same time, TC Express have had some strong looking players too recently. Last week with just Josh making some big plays onto Kronos, and he dropped in a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I think the players like Josh and Oxy are going to make all the difference if they're having a good day today.
Yeah. I remember Kronos dropped a few times last week. Was pretty amazing to see how Express could have those big plays. The only thing that they didn't have was the coordination.
No, definitely. I mean, there was just a lot of single plays that seemed to get them where they should shine through today. But I mean, BMS are quite a coordinated team, but I guess it will just come down to who is going to win the DM fights, who is going to get the picks, and who's going to be able to push off it in time. But I mean, especially Spyro too, he made some good picks last week too. But I mean, I'm also looking at on BMS side, if Ethan has a good day, and Fungi have a good day, I think it's not going to be much of a challenge. But yeah, my prediction is going to be on Borneo. I reckon it will be quite close, even though it's BMS's pick. I don't think it'll be that much of an easy game for either team. I think it'll be down to the wire, especially maybe a few seconds in it or something like that. I hope anyway, that'll make it interesting. But I do see BMS taking Borneo, then Process. It is TC's pick, but I think Euro will win it. But I guess we'll find out.
Well, Kronos told me that Process is their worst map, but I mean that's still they are still BMS, so they are still they still like lost only one time during the whole season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Well, if they happen to lose on Process but win on Borneo, they will be the tiebreaker map, which is going to be Viaduct and
Yes. Which is one of BMS' best maps, so
yeah.
I guess.
So basically, TC if TC wins on Borneo right now, that's going to be like very hard for like it should even the chances of both teams, I think.
Definitely.
Because yeah, BMS is not sure about Process, but they are sure about Viaduct. But if TC wins on Borneo, like they could also lose to Process. So
Yeah. Well, what's your prediction then? What do you
what?
think is going to happen? What's your prediction?
I don't know. I think BMS is going to win on Borneo, and hopefully hopefully TC Express will win on Process, and so we will have a third map. But I really can't tell because Express has been, you know, as we said, like they have the good players, like they can pick, they can have the great plays, but we will have, well, we will have to see if their coordination is good enough to beat BMS this time.
Well, I've just been messaged by the spy of BMS, and he said they've gone live now, so in 90 seconds we should be going live.
Yeah, match going. Yeah, so we are going to be live in 1 minute and 30 seconds. So I've been told the sound of the game was a bit loud. I lowered it. Is it better now? Maybe it's a bit too low. I don't know. Don't just tell me. Did Express knock out Ambition? Yes, they did. Actually, that's what happened.
Which was really surprising for like most people, especially like Ambition were looking strong, but then Express just came out with it, and they seemed to win quite comfortably with some like really nice plays. So should be a good game.
Well, Ambition is still second on the you know, on the ranking page of UGC. So I don't know. Like it's even if they lost to Express, they are still second. So if,
Yeah, they're still a strong team, but
if
I mean they're not playing, so
what?
they're not playing. So,
yeah, I know, but
I mean,
if Express lose this time, I think they will still be third because of
no,
Ambition.
they'll get a second place medal because they made it to semi-finals, I believe. I'm not sure, but both teams have already done. So.
Yeah, ready up sound. I heard it. Yep.
And we're live, I believe.
Yeah, we are live.
We're live.
We are live for the UGC Grand Finals of Highlander Gold Season 15. And this is the Bureau versus TC Express.
Bureau stand off on offense.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of simple, you know, the normal kind of setup area, but I don't think I've seen a sentry place there for a little while, like on the tracks.
Yeah, like Mora is building the sentry very far back, like it's going to be very passive, waiting.
There's quite a long sight line from the left flank over to the sentry. Like, if you look, it's all the way across the map. That might be a bit of a downfall for them, but he might move the sentry for all we know.
And I see the medic staying on his left. Like, I don't know, if they are all stacking this area, that means they are not going to deny the cart until it's almost capped. Like,
yeah. They're doing quite a passive hold, it seems. Like, they're trying to defend their medic. I guess they're trying to counter some like strong players on BMS, like Ethan and the McNando bombs. Like, he's not going to be able to get in because of the roof on top, so... I think it's a smart hold, but possibly a bit too passive, especially for Borneo.
Oh, and Fungi's on the sticky jumper with the caber. He's jumping right now. He's going for the sentry. It's being denied, but yeah, no, he goes down.
And that, but I mean, he's going to get that fast respawn, so it's not really going to matter.
Yeah.
They have got 3 times on the cart, so they're getting quite a lot of progress on that with the combo, like, medic's not even out yet, so I guess they're trying to do a little bit of a suicide wave before they do anything special. I mean, the demo of TC Express is just spamming down He's distracted now, and it means that everyone on BMS can walk in the right side. The heavy goes down to Spyro, which is a great pick here, especially because Leaf's DM is really strong. The scouts onto Fungi here as well, but he does get piped and taken down. It would have been a great pick to get the demo as well. It would have delayed their push by quite a while.
Well, the cart is already quite far. Like they really didn't deny anything for now. No brothers popped.
The NG seems to be a bit distracted as well.
I feel like, oh yeah, they popped. Blue team was popped on the sentry gun. It's still alive.
He's not going to be taking it down. They've obviously not got enough players in, and that demo hasn't been enough because the sentry does get saps, but it doesn't go down.
Yeah, Chronos goes down.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
that was a bit of a silly push. But, I mean, TC did use, so it was somewhat successful, but they didn't really get anything done with the Uber. They got the Force, but they didn't get the Sentry nor any really important picks, so I guess we'll just be seeing them wait for another few minutes to get the Uber up and then they'll repush.
Well, yeah, this passive hold is actually working right now. I think BMS was expecting something more aggressive, since BMS is I don't know, a bit aggressive in its defense, probably because of Doom, I don't know.
So just take down just Josh though, and that's going to leave the flank really weak. Luckily nothing gets through though, because Oxy just completely locking it down. Fully charged body shot him at Nando. So.
And I see Spyro being right behind the medic. Oh no, too bad.
The sentry does go down in that chaos from BMS. Sode comes in and saps it, and then Pete just comes in and meat shots it with the soda popper. So, and the Uber is forced from TC. That's going to give BMS quite a big advantage, 100% advantage here. And I'm sure they're going to back out. Just try and rescue as much of the time they can, leaving their soldier into sack and have quite an aggressive hold on second. They're in the house, but I wouldn't recommend they hold there. Like, they're going to get wrapped, or I think might die here. But I think they're trying to back out now. Yeah, they're backed out now, so.
But, the sniper goes down.
That's a pretty important pick for BMS because it means they've got no one pressuring them when they're quite far back. I mean, that gives Ethan free room, and he's such a strong player that they're not going to be able to allow that. So that's why it seems that Mora has switched to minis, but I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because he lost his setup on first, but that's going to be a big hit for TC Express.
Ethan goes down.
Yeah, Spyro just sniping with the ambassador, getting a lot of work done there. And that's 4 up for BMS. It seems quite, you know, they failed to kind of push into this aggressive hold from TC.
Yeah, oh, well, actually 3 down for BMS right now, so they are very weak.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This aggressive like mini from Mora though is,
I see
just pressuring them quite a lot, like taking down the sentries and stuff like that. I mean, BMS seems to be wanting to get a bit aggressive now.
Oh my god, the 2K by Spyro!
Spyro. Just little chain stuff. Taking out a couple of BMS players, Kronos.
Wow. Oh, that's completely denying another push. Like, he's going for the sniper right now and got him. Nice play.
Great plays coming out of him. I mean, that leaves TC on a really big advantage. I think BMS really need a force here out of one of their players, or they're not going to be able to push this whatsoever. They just need someone to really jump in and sack to try and get this force, or the drop. I mean, this really aggressive hold with these minis is actually working quite well. It's denying a lot of BMS. I've never seen this strat really much before, but it's working quite well for them.
Yeah, it's actually working. Like, I don't know, BMS seems to be like lost. Like they don't really know where to push because there is no sentry and the combo is holding.
They just don't know like this kind of strategy. It seems a bit foreign to them, and they're not 100% sure how to react to it.
Yeah,
like, they're still pushing for left, but they do get the force on TC.
Yeah,
Kronos does eventually go down, so again, not a particularly worthwhile trade. But I mean, Ethan is behind the entire combo, and they do manage to cap.
Yeah,
lots of players on the cart right now. Well, Ethan just sitting here, waiting for the med, misses the shot.
The med is still behind. Like the whole combo is still on second, on third. Sorry. Oh wow, he goes down.
Really great shot from behind to take out the medic. That's gonna sit BMS on quite a big amount, maybe about 50%. So they should be able to use this to push into third and fourth and possibly last.
BMS needs a 3K on the cart right now to deny the garage area.
I mean, they have Mora has switched back to level 3s. I mean, normal sentries. So, But I mean, that goes down pretty quickly from the aggression of BMS, so I think they should be getting this point quite soon. And TC should really be backing out to last around here, because BMS have gained so much ground.
Yeah, they need to set up for last right now. Oh, and Kronos has the charge right now. And
They're walking in the left side.
yeah, they have a 50% advantage.
Sniper goes down as well, so that's a lot of pressure missing from Express.
And they popped.
But
They popped on
Kronos does pop to save Leif, so they're going to try and get some aggression, but they've got no one else to follow up on the damage in the room that they made. But they need a faster class to get in this room. Fungi is getting in here, trying to stick off the spawn and get some damage onto him, but nothing's really happening. The Fungi does go down to the pipes of Xenos, so I mean that's a lot of damage gone, and that leaves Byfish on a 70% advantage. So that's Uber as well. So that's going to be it's quite a game to kind of medium lag time.
Where is... like, I don't really see the flanks. Okay, yeah, no, they're on the left side.
I mean, it's quite a long map as well, so if this teleporter goes down for BMS, it's going to be a much longer time for them to wait for them to get their spawns back into the front line. And Kronos Suzuki wants to try and get aggressive as soon as he gets a Suba. Leif does get headshot by Oxy, which is a great pick for them, because it means they want no one defending the medic particularly well. I mean, Fungi does always wants to come in here from the left side. I mean, Oxy dies again to the minis, and so does Ethan, but I mean, Kronos and Fungi are looking to go on the right side now. They've rotated.
Yeah, they're rotating.
Using the Conchin too.
And no one on the card, they need to touch it at least.
I think they just all go for the sentry, which is quite aggressive on the right side. They do get the sentry, but Red Team also use their Uber, and
yeah, they didn't lose their engineer.
And this right side is completely dominated by BMS, and the flanks just left it completely open and uncontested, and he's just walked in for free. And that's 3 up for TC Express.
Yeah, they need to push right now.
They just need cap time, which is what they're getting from this heat on cart.
Yeah, but the scout...
he's blocking the cart.
He's doing all he can. Oh, too bad.
Yeah, that's a medium length time. I mean, that scout lengthened it out for a long time, like a few seconds, and that might win them the game for all we know. But I think that's an okay time. I mean, I would have expected
I believe that's a very good time. Like 7 minutes 44 seconds.
I think it's more like medium length. Like it's kind of short.
Well, yeah, not very good, but
length.
still, like on.
It's a good time, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, on this map, it's a very long map.
Doom going for a bit more of an aggressive hold compared to Mora.
I see it.
And the combo holding in this house here. This is a strat that BMS like to use a lot, because you know, from playing with scrims with them, they really like to hold this house because it means that it's controlling like the whole path of the map. And then this sentry is quite aggressive to stop any flank classes getting through, and then they should have some flank classes on this left side too. So
yeah, that's different hold from TC. As you say, they want to keep these flanks like dry. Yeah, they're committing a lot of players to this area.
Yeah, and they're playing really aggressively in comparison as well. TC were playing right at the back, where BMS are playing really close to the spawn doors, but this hold should allow them to just spam down, so they should get a lot of damage and try and pressure them out from pushing. So
yeah, but they left the engineer alone. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Well, P's with him, so he's probably doing a lot of spy checking because he's mad milking.
And the whole team is on the left, but they were pushing to the right, so I don't know.
I mean, just Josh is waiting here. He looks like he's going to try and make a sneaky play or something like that. He's behind the wall that Kronos is on, but he's just going to start spying out the cart. Ethan does go down here. I know it's just a spy, yeah. But they have TC Express do have a lot on the left side, and that McNando pick from Oxy is going to mean that the entire right side is a lot clearer now for them to push through. Yeah. And it looks like they are going to rotate there with the Demo and Heavy near the cart.
Like only the sentry is watching the tracks. The whole team is not watching.
The
sentry goes down to the direct hit of just Josh.
Switch it up and guess the sentry, which is a really important pick for Express now. And it keeps getting these sentries keep getting sapped by Spyro, and that's going to be really important for Express because it means they're going to get really aggressive really quickly.
Yeah, they need.
But TC have pushed straight past of all of BMS, and BMS is still in this house, and
yeah, NG goes down.
I mean, but look, all of the Blue do use. Samurai gets the force off. He's only 26 HP, and he should get the frag as well. And yeah, he goes down, so that's going to leave BMS with quite a big advantage, even though they did use, but they should have an
Oh,
advantage.
they popped. Oh, yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Like,
They popped to escape from that shed. They were wrapped, so I think they're just going to back out to the second turn.
yeah.
Again, they might hold the same place that TC did, but 6 minutes left. I think they held it for less time than TC did. But TC were really passive, so that might explain it. I mean, BMS look like they're holding in a similar position to what TC did, in this kind of left kind of house.
Oh, and Ethan goes down to the spam and the spy. Oh, but no.
And then North goes down as well, so...
Yeah, he was alone actually. He was pushing alone.
I mean, that's quite a lot of dragon potential gone. Ethan's just respawned, so that means they're not going to have as much pressure from the two kind of snipers or so than Ethan. I mean, Leif as well is putting a lot of pressure on Cart, and it's just denying them completely. But I mean, TC are looking quite aggressive now. They're looking to push when they get this Uber, to contest this Uber of Kronos. They're going in now, but the medic runs away for some reason.
Yeah, and Knots goes down again from the soldier, McNando.
Maybe a bit of miscommunication from TC, but the TC are pushing now with their heavy, and they
Yeah,
use...
but the conch is popped by McNando, going for the
Both
sniper.
teams have used Uber, and they're just having this Uber battle in the house. And again, they've trapped the medic, and they kill him again. Samurai's Everlast, just trapping the medic from both points. And so defending the medic as well with a nice two-shot onto the scout.
Oh yeah, a lot of blue players down right now.
Yeah, a lot of frags coming out of BMS, which has really saved them this point.
Did not even need to pop. Like, So yeah, 4 minutes, 25 seconds to cap the 3 points. Is it possible, do you think?
Oh, I think it is possible if they get some kind of advantage going on TC side. Like, if TC get a good pick or a big Uber advantage, then I see them being able to push it. But without that, like, I don't think they're going to be able to do it, because as long as you've won second, it means you're going to win third a lot of the time. So as long as they're playing really aggressive, as soon as they do get that pick, then that should be an important pick for them. And I mean, BMS is still picking off these players from the flank players from TC, which is leaving the flank quite open. And even Ubers are even on both sides, but BMS holding this really defensive spot with this conch, just giving them tons of health, and it means that it's going to be really hard to push into.
Yeah, oh yeah, the conch was popped. Are they forcing the Uber? Yeah, the Uber is popped.
He gets piped by a really nice pipe from Fungi there, which does get the Uber off. But this massive Uber advantage, they can just walk in for
Oh, and the mid down.
Med down, and Heavy should go down here. Heavy does go down as well, that's 3 up for TC. So another repeat. I think it's just a lot of frags and damage coming out of BMS, but they do lose Funky here and Leaf, so a lot of the combo classes went down all at once, so that might mean they lose control of this house, but there's no one else from TC to push in.
The sentry is still up, so I don't know, I think they can still hold it.
Yeah. I mean, now they've got the respawns and they've all gotten there quite quickly, it's going to mean that they're a lot faster and they're going to be able to hold it for longer. I mean, all up for BMS and 3 down for TC. They've lost their spy, their scout, and they're about to get respawned.
Yeah, it's not looking good for TC right now. If they don't cap it like now, I think it will be the end.
Yeah, I think if they don't get some kind of advantage going here, then they're not going to be able to get that steamroll going to last. That, like, the momentum to get that aggression. And this Lee's really not getting contested. He's just completely blocking the cart. He has been for the past few minutes, and it's just stopped any kind of progression coming out of TC. And this defensive hold around the house also stops a lot of aggression. I mean, TC do force again. They're trying to get onto the sentry. They take some spam. Beefish is quite weak, and he's going to be trapped here now.
Yeah, and he goes down.
I honestly don't see TC pushing this now. There's not really enough time, and considering that Beefish went down, this means he's going to have a really big disadvantage.
Yeah, this is GG for BMS right now. Well, I don't know. It didn't look as bright at the beginning. Like they had a hard time to push the first points.
I think what TC's problem is that whenever they do get picks, they have no one there to push it off. Like, they've gotten a lot of picks, they've got the demo and the heavy and everything like that, but eventually they've just not had enough players there to contest it.
Yeah, spam is being exchanged on the point. It's
Another 3 picks of BMS 4 picks now. And
yeah.
Monkey going down is going to stop TC's pushing power, so...
Yeah,
And
it's,
again, 3 up for TC. I think this is GG from here.
yeah, very good denies by BMS right now. I don't know, they every time, I think they just killed the pushes before they happened. Like every time they push first, and TC is not expecting it, and so they completely destroy them every time.
And this hold, it seems that they just weren't expecting it. Like BMS's hold was just really strong, which seemed that they'd practiced it a lot. And this Leif in this window is just denying the cart for the past 5 minutes.
Well,
and it's just completely stopped them from pushing the cart.
BMS was only 3 up right now. Like, I don't know, that was a bit weird. I think they all suicided, like, just for...
Yeah, when BMS know they win, they just get really cocky and just muck around and
Oh!
switch the level before.
And of course they switched the level. Nice.
I mean, that is going to be a win for BMS on Borneo.
Yeah.
Which is what we expected. It was their map pick, and they are a strong team, so hopefully the process is going to be a bit of a better game. I mean, TC Express did look strong on first and second point. They had some really different holds, but they worked really well for them. They got a lot of time out of first and second, but their main problem was not being able to lock down third for long enough. They didn't get any kind of hold going on third, because as soon as BMS got that second point, they just knew to get aggressive and deny any kind of holds. And then on last, it's just repeated, those Ubers in, and then that sneaky rotate from BMS just completely decimated the flank and left it open, and it meant that they got into the sentry, and the sentry a lot of the time was just blocking the cart and making sure no one capped it. And considering that when the sentry goes down, it means there's less looking at the cart, it just meant that they got it far forward. And then one thing leads to another Uber from BMS, and they go in and win.
Yeah. Well, yeah, apparently Kronos thought he waited long enough. Well, so yeah, I think we can say safely that BMS won this first match. So that's going to be 1 point for BMS.
Yep.
The next map is Process right now. So yeah, I like from what we saw. I think if TC keeps getting those picks at the right time when they push, they can get this map. They can get it. The thing is, BMS is always a step ahead. Like I think it's because Kronos knows when they will have the Uber. He has the calls in the team which tell him every time where they are going to push, and so he just prevents it and just goes aggressive and kill the push before it happens.
Yeah, definitely. I also think that TC, when they got the picks, they were a lot down. Like, it seemed that their combo traded for the picks, and every time their combo went down, BMS were down a lot too, but there was just no one else to capitalise off of these plays. So, I mean, hopefully they should see their mistakes on process and make a bit of a better game. But, I mean, BMS is not so strong on process in comparison to other maps. They are a strong payload team, but they've even told us they're not the best on process. And considering it's TC's pick, they must be feeling quite strong on it. So, I mean, it could go either way, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I really think TC can win this one. Really. Like, I don't know, they proved themselves. They can do it. And as BMS thinks that this map is their worst. And yeah, TC picked this map. Maybe they didn't know that BMS was not very comfortable on this map, so that probably means that TC is good on this one. So I think it's going to be very interesting, a very even match.
Yeah, I think it'll be a much more even map too. But I mean, Fungi's definitely. I think mainly the main factors in this match are going to be the demo man. I think Fungi's probably got a better demo than us because he does, he is playing a much higher level team. If you look at East well, especially like Fungi's team is looking extremely strong, and he's looking strong on demo. And because processes are really, you know, the mid fight is dictated a lot by the demo. If the demo doesn't hit his rollout, then it's more likely that the team's going to lose the mid. So I think that's going to come into a lot. I also think both soldiers are going to come into a lot. And I mean, McNando is new to the soldier class, especially in comparison to just Josh, who has been looking strong for the past few weeks, especially when we saw him play last week. Was it last week or the week before? I can't remember, but the last time we saw him play.
The BMS against TC?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Last week, yeah.
When he was just, you know, destroying Kronos, I think that's going to be a big important factor too. If McNando's having a good day though, he might as well, you know, be out damaging most of the people on the server. So I think that's also going to come into it. The DM fights are going to be a lot for BMS.
Yeah, I've seen McNando popping the conch and just destroying the flanks by himself.
Yeah, and those heals from the conch just make it so the medic doesn't have to heal him as much, and his teammates don't need healing as much. I mean, on TC side though, it is a strong map for just Josh. I think he seems to be quite good at the rollouts, and he seems to be getting the picks every time I've seen him play. But also, it's a good sniper map, so Oxy might do well on this map. Again, Monkey. Last week we saw him pull out the what's that weapon called? The backscatter or whatever it was. And I mean, he might pull it on this map and make some sneaky plays. So I guess we'll see. I guess it's also a good map for a lot of classes like engineer and stuff like that, because you can get a big sightline on mid, so some spam from that might also make a bit of a difference. It might pressure them out if one of the NGs runs the Wrangler. It's almost, you're not going to make that much of a difference, but it could just have that scare factor of the auto aim of the Wrangler. So
yeah, like Doom is a shotgun player, so I think he can make a difference on this map. Like,
we've seen him make a difference on weeks before where he's been out damaging teams. Like, he's been playing extremely well recently, so he's going to be a big factor too. I think it's just a lot of talent out of BMS, but I think it's a lot more that classic TC style of them being coordinated and just a solid roster rather than having a few outstanding players.
Yeah.
So I think it should be a good like clash.
Yep. I'm really looking forward for this match to start. Do you know if they went live? Because I see there's like already 18 players right now.
I'll message from people.
Wait. Oh, wait, no.
It's just a config switch.
I
was excited.
Me too. I was like, oh yeah.
Hype train.
Hype train for the process. Alright, so what did you think, stream? Like, I haven't seen so much hype about McNando fan club right now, so are you even here? Like, am I the only representative of the McNando fan club? Wait, did I hear the ready up sound?
I'm not sure. I'll ask them again.
I think it was only one team readying up.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, do you have the logs of the last match? Because I don't.
I'll have a look.
Yeah. We can see McNando doing his rollouts. Wait, Ethan is on soldier.
Yeah, I do have the logs here. I mean, Noz was looking strong. He top damage by quite a way, by over 1,000 damage. He had 486 DPM, and then next was Fungi with 409, and then McNando with 388. So big damage numbers coming out of both teams, but Fungi and McNando looking strong with a lot of damage, and Noz again looking strong with even more. So I think that's going to definitely come into this map, considering how strong it is for these classes. And I mean, we saw Oxy out fragging Ethan in that game, so again, Oxy out fragging one of the really good snipers and one of the best snipers in Europe at the minute. I mean, they have gone live now, 90 seconds in the future, so
yeah. You don't see many snipers getting like on the level of Ethan in gold, so I didn't know
definitely.
that Oxy was like that good. I knew he was good because I've played against him and he's like as annoying as Ethan, but like getting more counter snipe kills than Ethan. Wow, like do you think that could make a difference on this map? Because BMS has a strong roster for this map, but like if Oxy can outsnipe Ethan, that's going to make things very hard for BMS.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I'm watching McNando and he's hitting these rollouts quite well, so you know, it might come up to that. We just don't know.
Yeah.
They have gone live.
Yeah, we have been live again. So the second map, CP process.
It's turn some TFT.
Yes.
With Noz making it way earlier to mid than Fungi. He's really aggressive on this right side. Fungi's just spamming sticks across and he's not seen Noz, but Fungi does back out through the heels with Kronos right at choke. And they're playing it quite passive along the left side now, or their right side. And both teams are just mirroring each other, playing on opposite sides of the map.
And Peter Smiley Face with the soda popper, like flying all over the place on mid.
I mean, the soldier is behind, makes the bomb, but he doesn't get anything done. And I mean, that might trigger a push because now they know that there's a lot less pressure coming out of TC.
Oh, Fungi goes down!
And so does McNando, and that's a lot of damage coming out of them. And that means we're probably going to have to back out here. But I mean, on the other side, B-Fish just go down as well, along with Oxy and Noz, so they might stay in here too. They do have a 100% Uber advantage, so they should be playing this really. They should be getting a bit more aggressive here. They're playing it really passive when they should be getting a bit more aggressive with this big Uber.
Yeah.
And they do lose the cap point, so...
TC capped the first point. But, wow, and a lot of them goes down right now. I didn't see why. Was it in... I think it was in... PC?
I mean, just Josh, I think, is timed out as well. Oh, he's finally started moving again, but... I mean, TC are looking like they're controlling this mid, and BMS do use this Uber. And they flash in the soldier, and he's getting really aggressive on the mid choke, and he's making a lot of room for his team, but... I mean, these reflects are just completely denying all damage, and BMS are trying to walk across the point, and they are getting the point, but...
Yeah,
I mean, they've got
I don't see the point of this Uber. There was no threat on this midpoint.
Yeah, there wasn't a threat, but I think they just wanted to get some room and some frags, but it didn't really happen, so... They got the room, but they didn't get any frags or damage, and that's going to leave TC with quite a healthy 30% advantage, 40% advantage.
Oh, and Doom gets Sigma, like, he was flanking, like, from PC, but no one was denying him.
Yeah, Noz went down as well, quite early, within the Uber, so... I mean, they should trigger a push from BMS now, considering that they've got some picks and they've just respawned.
Yeah, I see Ethan is... Oh well, no, he was alone on...
But Ethan just get another combo pick, and that's going to trigger TC to back out, and it's going to mean that Kronos and Byfish at the minute are even. And I guess they're going to wait for their respawns and...
They still have a soldier. No.
Yeah, he's backed out now. He now there kills himself on a spy. Oh, wow, bit of a goofy play there, but it works out for them. I mean, I bet they're just going to wait off a pick here or try and get something done.
Both teams have the Uber, and the BMS is waiting for the respawn to push.
Samurai is opening this door though for Ethan. We should keep his camera on him to see if he's going to get a pick here.
Yeah, both teams waiting for the pick, but no one is really trying anything.
Ethan does take a lot of damage, so I guess he's just going to rotate, get a buff, peek again. I mean, this last hole, they're keeping their medic in a lot of cover to try and avoid the headshot from Ethan or the body shot that will lose them the round essentially. I mean, Oxy's definitely looking for Ethan as well. I think they're just waiting for a pick here, like they've got a lot of ground, they can wait it out, they're a point up. And they've gone into lobby though. I think they are going to wait for a pick more.
No! Oh, so
Oxy and Simba go down there as well, that's probably going to trigger a push out of BMS, they're two pretty important classes. And there we go, they're pushing from this left side. Again, trying to get into behind them in this panic room area. And they've got a lot behind them now, like the entire combo of BMS is just sitting up there, and they've dropped down now. They Uber though.
Yep.
And it's going to be a bit of a better Uber from TC. Just going to reflect Kronos around and juggle him in.
Nah, like, no players down for TC, and
3 down for BMS, so
yeah,
4 down.
4 down. Yeah, they need to push back. Like, the demo is trapped in the lobby.
Monkey with a great 2-shot to Kronos, and I think that's going to definitely make them push out. Only 4 for BMS, and that should be definitely a steamroll for each of the next point as well. And no forward spawns for BMS, they've only got the second spawn, so They should get this mid for free as well.
Yeah. I don't know, like they're not nothing's really happening right now. They are sitting in the IT room. BMS is getting space on the midpoints.
I'm really surprised that these TC didn't push that mid. Like, they were there and BMS weren't. Like, they could have pushed that really easily, but I think they just didn't realise that BMS weren't there. And but, I mean, TC do Uber in here. Then this might be what they were waiting for. And Kronos is down really weak and gets the sandwich. Great for Leaf. And this aggression from TC isn't really working out for them. Like, they've not really got that much ground with it. BMS are just happy to sit at this choke and rotate back in. And does leave Kronos on a big advantage, but he does get taken down by a crit flare from Useless. But really great play, just walks across the point and takes down that front.
Yeah, I see like a lot of players down for TC right now. So, but they are still capping. Okay, no, that was just a spy.
I mean, also BMS is taking a lot of damage though. Look at the health; they're all really weak.
Yeah, well, a lot of down for TC, but they have a lot of cap time, which is very surprising. It was a successful push, but did not.
They didn't get enough room with it, and they didn't have anyone capping, so.
Yeah.
Which BMS were just more than happy to sit a choke and deny them.
Yeah, BMS is going to repush now. They are getting rounds in the IT.
I mean, TC do look like they're trying to hold TC quite aggressively. Like, they've got their demo in there, their heavy in there, the pyro in there. And I mean, BMS is just rotating to choke when there's less people. And I mean, they haven't pushed quickly enough, and a lot of TC have rotated now. Ethan's really aggressive here.
Yeah, he's very aggressive. Ah, he goes down.
He's getting splashed by a nice fight from Xenos onto the demo. I mean, both snipers down and Leaf goes down as well, so that's going to probably make BMS go quite passive, like playing around their health pack. Kronos only has his demo and pyro to defend him, so I think they're playing this right. They need to wait for this heavy to come back up to defend him. I mean, TC trying to come through here. They're trying to get through choke, and they do get the sticks off the choke, and they're just gonna walk in for free. And they Uber in, TC Uber on point, but there's no one there to contest. But there's no one there else to kill, and it just means Kronos can Uber out and escape. I mean, he walks straight into the heavy of Simba. He doesn't manage to get the frag though.
Yeah,
Heavies
well,
can't kill shiny players.
I don't really know what happened there. Like, there's, well, yeah, that was a successful push for TC, but I don't know, it was a bit messy, I think.
Yeah, I think they kind of got lucky. Like, they shouldn't have been able to win that, considering that they were like so BMS was aggressive. But I think BMS just lost that from they got out damaged and then they just died and had to back out. And Kronos had to use his Uber to escape. So
Sigma is already trying to get second with his engineer.
But I mean, BMS are looking like they're going to defend this for a little longer though, so I think it should be okay.
Yeah, Mora is getting behind them in the lobby. I think he's going for the flanks.
Really a bit of downtime here when both teams are fairly even, but Beefish does go down as well, so he went down a little bit earlier, so that's going to leave BMS on quite a big advantage, and it's going to mean they should be able to push into mid as soon as they get the Subaru a bit before. I mean, look at Monkey here, he's sitting on this roof, he's waiting for this medic to walk in, and he jumps on the medic. Will he get this pick? No, he didn't. He got a nice air pipe from Fungi there, takes out for Monkey.
So yeah, BMS is back. Well, they are capping mid again. I don't know, like, why? I mean, it feels like TC is not really coordinated anymore. Like, they are not really stacking, like committing to a push or committing to a defense. Like, they're just waiting for things to happen.
I think they're just scared of this Uber coming out of BMS. Like, I mean, BMS do force here though, so that's a great play, and it's going to mean that hopefully Beefish should be able to kite this and get. Oh no, Beefish goes down to Peter, which is a shame. I mean, look at BMS. They've lost a lot of players. Their combo goes down to a big play from Spyro, taking out Kronos and I think Leaf there, or was it Fungi? I mean, look at this. I mean, flanks followed up from BMS. They've taken out a lot of people, and Simba taking down Peter as well. And I mean, it's fairly even now. Just a bit of downtime here.
Yeah, a lot of down.
Kind of feathering around the choke, not knowing what they're doing. I think Nando behind here in the enemy sewer. He's just sitting here. He's trying to defend it for as long as he can. He likes out. Oh, again, solid help. But no, the team been really pushing her, so they're just gonna wait for Ubers and then see what happens.
Ooh. Oh, too bad. Doom was going. Oh well. Knots is going down from the soldier and Doom, like the engineer.
That's a good trade, but I mean, by the time that BMS can be able to push in, they're gonna be respawned. So I'm not sure that was really a useful trade. I mean, Oxy is watching Choker. He's watching Ethan as well. Ethan running this Hitman Teammaker. And I mean, that does have that reload glitch with the auto reloading. If he is using it, it's going to make it really strong. But McNano jumps and kills B-Fish. What great play coming out of him. And that's just probably going to trigger a push coming out of BMS now. Like, no heals is going to be such a big advantage for BMS.
Yeah.
Really great play.
Did he drop?
No, I don't think he did.
Wait, what? No! Like, the TC soldier was trying to do the same, but he got denied by Fungi trying to jump.
Yeah, he just managed to pick off Leif, so follow up on some damage, so... I mean, BMS are looking like they're pushing him if the Pyro picks off Fungi. And I mean, that's leaving Kronos quite isolated, but and he does have to use. And they're BMS are only 3 up. That's a completely fatal push from a really great play from McNando. Like, as soon as the medic was dead, they should have pushed straight away and off that lack of heals. And Oxy with that body shot does take down Kronos, and that's going to leave Beeffish now with an advantage. So, really like ping pong back and forth here.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, they completely back out to second. Like they knew they lost the push and the mid.
I mean, Funky does die again though, so it might open up second a bit more for DC as well. Considering they do have this Uber almost. They should be making this. I mean, Kronos hasn't been healing. He's just started healing now as well, and that's putting. Oh, but Beefish does go down to another bomb from McNando.
Wow, seriously. Wow.
McNando just going absolutely huge today, taking down all these medics constantly.
Yeah.
Really great play from him.
Well, I just saw McNando going, like he was waiting in the PC and jumped on the flank classes, and I don't know. Apparently he got the medic right away. So
yeah, I think
very
so.
Nice
Headshot him, and then he just great bit of coordination there. The soldier bomb and the spy headshot just, you know, combining for a lot of damage. I mean, so just popping off headshots here with his dead ringer. Just as soon as he gets hit, pretending he's dying, being invincible, and then popping more headshots off. Yeah. Really being useful. I mean, BMS are playing some players quite aggressive. They've got their Pyro in sewer, and they flank quite aggressive at choke and the chokey areas. So, I mean, it's going to be 40% advantage with an Uber coming from Kronos. So, they should be pushing fairly soon. They have lost some players, but they do have quite a large advantage. Fernando do getting in some damage as well. I think that they're really misplaying this. Like, they're losing their big advantage that they had, and it should mean in TC are going to be able to get a bit more aggressive. Is it a pause?
I believe so.
Pause, yeah.
Yeah, a pause right now. Okay, so maybe.
Oh wait, so the crash.
Well, I hope it's not Kronos timing out because he has the Uber. So.
Yeah, but I mean, Ubers are even, and Kronos did lose his fairly big advantage. Now he's only got like a 15%, and by the time that they've, you know, walked in and paused and everything, it's going to be fairly like even Ubers. I think that's going to make a difference. And I mean, if it is Kronos who's timed out, then hopefully TC will be a bit more fair and make sure their medic doesn't have that full Uber advantage. But they don't have to, but they should do, really. I mean, look at this point. Like, it's only Ethan on second, and almost all of BMS are backed out. Or, I mean, look at Kronos series. They are quite aggressive. I think they're looking to try and flank TC here. Their medic's just sitting at choke with Kronos and Funky are facing off this heavy. So. Who's on a 7 kill streak. I just checked that, and if you're looking at the scoreboard as well, McNando top scoring out of the combat classes on BMS, and then Oxy on TC with, you know, Oxy top scoring out of the combat classes on the server. So I really think that's showing off his play today. He's definitely having a great game compared to Ethan, who's having a fairly bad game compared to what we normally see. Second to bottom scoring, third to bottom scoring on the server. I think that's really unusual for him.
Yeah, well. I don't know, like it's already been 15 minutes since the game has started and no one has capped last yet. BMS had a good push on the last of TC, but didn't get it. So I don't know. Like it's a pretty even match right now, as we thought. But I don't know. I thought TC would like I don't know, be a bit more coordinated, because they had the, like, sometimes they just, I don't know, spread out, just I don't know, like waiting for something to happen, but didn't try to do anything. So
But I mean, TC were looking more coordinated than BMS. Like BMS tried to push and then they failed like completely, even though they had a big advantage. And I just got told that it was a TC pause and the monkey disconnected, and I think it's quite unusual to have a pause for a scout disconnect. So
yeah.
I think that's a bit weird, but obviously he's an important player for them, so they're pausing for it.
Mm, yeah.
I mean, looking at the scoreboard as well, it's looking like BMS's flanker having quite a good day with McNando, then Pete on the top two, top three,
Yeah.
and then we're seeing on TC we've got the combo classes higher up with Oxy, Simba, Xenos, like combo class is quite high up, and then Oxy with these big points probably from kills and damage. So he's obviously doing a lot of work for his team as well.
Mm. Yeah, that's a bit odd. Like Ethan is almost bottom scoring for BMS.
Yeah, I
Like
think the past few weeks we've been seeing him really carrying BMS hard, and then when Moore came in as well, he was doing an adequate job, probably about as well as Ethan would have done. So the sniper's definitely really important for BMS, and he's not having a good day today. That's making a big difference. And that might be the reason why they've not gotten a point yet, or something like that. But we've also got to remember this was TC's pick, so
mhm.
I mean they've capped mid and they wanted to push second, and if BMS go behind them, then second caps faster than mid, and they might be able to cap it out before BMS can flank or cap it off. I guess we'll see, because obviously this pause was 90 seconds in the future, so Ethan, for all we know, might kill 9 players on TC and then make it, and then what we would have said was just rubbish. So I guess we'll see.
What do you think is going to happen, like right now? Like Kronos has the Uber, Fish doesn't have it yet, but they seem to be very aggressive in the PC area with
Yeah.
Fungi and Doom. Sigma is alone against these two, like yeah, mainly against the Demo Man. The medic is far back. Oh yeah, I see TC is pushing from choke at the same time. Oh,
I
well,
mean, Ethan's
there's
here is just watching choke, so if the medic does walk through, he might get this shot, and then it will all be over for TC, and BMS will be able to get straight back in. But if he doesn't get this pick, then Cronus is going to be able to Uber in this demo, hopefully get the medic as well. So I think either way it is looking strong for BMS, but if what has happened isn't what we think, then it might make quite a big difference as well. Like, let's say they Uber and then they don't get any picks and then they have to back out, that's going to leave B-Fish on 100% advantage, so
yeah, I think TC will have like, I don't know, a better push right there, because 2 people are missing for BMS right now. They are trying to push on IT, but the heavy and the soldier are far back, and they are not they're not low on health, but not fully healed. And meanwhile, we see the push from TC going from choke, not really denied, like only the sniper, but he's midlife, so he's probably going to get out spammed. I don't know. I really think that TC can have a better time on this point. If they are fast enough, they can even start capping and trap Kronos inside the IT area. Like if they manage to do this, that could mean that they win the round, because if BMS doesn't have a medic to heal on last,
or
then
an Uber to contest, yeah, definitely.
yeah, nobody to contest.
It just depends who recognises the situation first. If it's TC, then that's probably going to be a second and last cap, but if it's BMS, then that's going to be a mid and second cap, so
Mm.
I mean, if Monkey's timed out as well, we really don't know what's going to happen here.
Yeah. So yeah, the pause because apparently Monkey disconnected, like he timed out probably, but it's been
No, it was the VAC issue, so it's quite a difficult thing to fix apparently. So
yeah, it's been like 6 minutes already, or even 7 minutes. So I think the maximum time is 5 minutes or maybe 10. I don't know,
no, it's five.
oh
Five.
yeah, 5 minutes for a pause. I don't know. Like what's happening? Let's check. Do I have someone
Maybe
in?
they're just being, like just letting them get the player in, make it a bit more of an even game, a bit more sportsman-like. So I guess we'll just have to see when it unpauses. Hopefully it unpauses soon, but no way to know.
Yep. Well, nothing much to say. I'm afraid. Like, oh, well. Anyway, still no cap. Yeah, my head will be completely broken after this.
I think that no cap though is quite surprising. We were about 14, 15 minutes into the game when we paused.
Mm.
And I mean, that no cap was a big surprise. Like, I thought it was going to be an early cap or something like that, and then it's going to be a comeback from one of the teams. But, I mean, seeing no cap whatsoever is just really different. Like, we've not seen a team contest BMS quite this well so far, so
Yeah, right. Well,
props to
they
them.
deserve their placement in the grand finals.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
truly, they showed it. Like, they can hold in front of BMS. They can do it, and they did. But now, can they like do the thing? Like, can they cap it? Can they show to everyone that BMS can be defeated? That's the point of this map, actually. Like, if TC doesn't win this map, that's going to be the end of the season 15 for the gold Highlander. But if they can win it, like if they can get this process map, there will be the tiebreaker map Viaduct. But even if BMS wins on Viaduct, that will show that BMS is not unbreakable. That they will still have to, I don't know, work on things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, hopefully this does, start again soon.
Yeah.
It's taking quite a long time.
This is taking, yeah, forever. Wow. Yeah, Kronos told me that the game is still in pause because their scout is on vacation. See? Like, I don't know. Alright, well, let's talk about, I don't know, something else. Stream. Wanna do a game? Like, who will be the first one to Lenny face in the stream? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're getting another scout, I believe, because of this back issue from Monkey. It's that one that everybody's been getting recently, and I mean, if you don't know how to fix it, then it's quite difficult. So, but they should be getting in a different scout hopefully soon. Like, I don't want to be wasting my night just zooming around like a race car in STV. So, I guess we'll just have to wait.
Yeah. Waiting. Alright, so what about Sode? Like, no, Spyro. Like, he was doing insane job last week. Like, I remember he dropped Kronos and he got him a few times. And on the Bonio match, he was. Did he get Kronos? Because do you remember? Like, I think he did get Kronos on Borneo. Larry, do Do you remember?
I'm not 100% sure, but he has been doing quite a lot of work. Like,
Yeah,
he's been
on
getting a
Bonio
couple of chain stabs as well.
he was doing yeah yeah right exactly. He did a chain stab. He got the demo and the medic, if I recall. And on this map he's bottom scoring and not doing much. Like I
It
don't
might be the
remember.
pyro samurai might be doing a lot of work, or maybe he's just not feeling it, or something like that. But I mean, TC is apparently their other players gotten that back issue as well, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Like,
So yep. Mm, I don't know, like maybe we should pause the stream, like because this is getting embarrassing right now.
yeah, it's just frustrating. They've been paused for 10 minutes. Like,
Yeah, it's been even more. Wait, well, I heard a minigun sound. That's weird. Um, wow, another one of their players got vacked. Like, yay. So apparently TC is full of cheaters. I don't
first.
know. I remember seeing the chat being quite hyped about TC. I don't know. Feels like TC is cheating.
I don't think it's cheat. I think it's more the issue. But I mean, you never know. Might be back bans or something like that.
Yeah, I know. Like Samurai got vact banned too. Like it happened. Like, I think it was during a scream something. But it only lasts for a few minutes. Like it's a bug apparently. Uh, um. All right. Um. Well, so far. Oh wait, the server map time got reset for me. That's weird. Did they unpause for you?
No, not for me.
Well, I think they did for like a half a second because I heard the minigun sound and the scout is not floating around. Default win. Yeah, I mean, wow. Yeah, they have 3 players down actually. I'm being
3?
told. Yeah, medic, demo, and the scout was the first one. So I don't really know. Uh, like, oh, I'm being asked. Like, apparently you have a good pirate impression.
Oh god. God damn it, no.
No,
Don't start.
no.
Don't even start.
I mean, come on, I don't know what that is. Oh. Mm, okay, 3 players dropped. Wow. Yeah, apparently BMS is okay with the loss of players from TC. They are accepting mercs, so
Might
I.
be my time to shine. Hopefully they ask me. I don't want to wait. I just want to finish the game.
Hmm. Well,
Impatient.
I mean, losing. Wait, which players already? I think it was Scout, Demo, and maybe Medic. And yeah, and Medic. I mean, if they lose the Demo and the Medic, like that will, I don't know, change a lot of things, I guess.
It could change like a lot of the game, and considering they do have a big advantage here, then you know might be seeing some of it.
Yeah. Mm. Did I miss the pirate impression? People are asking for it.
No, no
No,
pirate
okay.
impressions here.
Hmm. Let's say that it's only going to happen if we have to wait 2 more minutes.
No, it's not
No.
gonna happen. Full stop. Unless you pay me.
So you would do it
For money, yeah.
for money,
Definitely.
yeah.
For keys. Keys
Okay,
and hats.
okay. Let's do a fundraiser. Like how much do you want to do it?
I want 100 keys.
100. Okay. All
Yeah,
right. So we have
100 keys.
to reach 100 keys before the unpause happen.
I don't think
So
that's gonna happen. I
you
don't
never
think that's
know.
gonna happen, man. Sorry.
I don't know. Oh, I agree with Spinazzi right now. Oh, oh.
We've unpaused for a
Wait.
second.
Oh,
No.
again, no.
Again, they're just
Stop
taunting
teasing
us.
us.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Well, I don't know. It seems like. Wait. Oh yeah, I can't see. Oh, wait. Can I? No, I can't see. The pyro or the scout. Like he's in the world, but I don't see his information. So yeah, he's not here anymore. Just a model. Um.
Oh,
Oh,
unpause, unpause.
already?
Yes, finally an unpause.
Oh my god, finally, and Ethan goes down, so...
I mean, TC seems to be getting this point now.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
are stacking it really far. Where is Kronos? Yeah, Kronos is...
Beefish drops! He gets 2-piped by Fungi!
No, fuck shit, really?
Yeah, he just walks on point and 2-pipe. Really great play from him. Quite unexpected.
Oh, and Kronos still has the charge, and he didn't... Like, he was trapped in PC, but he got out from lobby. He's going back with the demo to get this point back. Yeah, oh, that's so bad. No, fuck shit. Oh, I thought it was a pause again.
My hood's still broken as well, so I can't see anything, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, BMS pushing from choke quite aggressively with their scout and snipe. Mainlanders is tried to bomb it, just neat shot by the scatter gun and the whatever the soda popper it is from Monkey and completely denies him. I mean, BMS got Fungi here now and they've got Leafy turned up as well, so they should be able to get a lot of pressure in the mid here. And TC seems to just be a bit scared and they're just backing out. I mean, they could have contested that, but they're just not wanting to, and they just want to have a solid hold in second, which could be a smart move considering that Beefish went down, and but it also could be a bit of a mistake. Like they could have contested that for a little longer.
Looks like
Xenos just spamming choke as well and getting a lot of oh, another pause.
what?
Oh, that's where the pause was, right? Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, Kronos is going to have the Uber, and they are pushing into second here. He's quite alone here. He's just with the engineer now, and Heavy's on point. He's just hiding. Okay. They're just waiting now for the gamers to turn up.
Yeah, BMS like they were in a bad position on their second, and now they are 100% Uber, ready to rock and roll for the last push.
I think they're just waiting for a pick or their demos to come in or something like that. But the demos here now, they look like they're going to walk one. They're walking forward into one now, the Heavy's clearing these stickies away. And the Uber comes out on Fungi, they're getting quite aggressive onto the medic here. The medic just walks straight back into spawn though. They're trying to spam out the demo who's stuck in panic room. They do manage to get the Heavy, great play from Leif, but the demo still, he jumps out and Eustace goes down from Ethan. And then that's going to leave TC quite weak here. They might be able to re-push BMS. I mean, Ethan just hitting shots now, he's taking out different players from TC. The McNander's on the point, they should be able to cap this off. The Heavy's walking out West Spawn, but they don't have any time. First round on the board for BMS.
Yeah. So yeah, still yeah, 14 minutes until.
This is still an even game. Like up until that point, it was pause. There's lost TC that, but and the lack of Uber advantage as well. But McNander does make it onto the pack that mid, and that's going to completely deny that demo some heals, and he's going to have to play a lot more passive. They have switched up their roster though, or was that just the HUD broken?
I mean, my HUD is completely broken. Like, I really have no idea what's happening.
I guess we'll have to see when it input. It might just be the HUD that's broken and not working properly, but I mean, P's just coming in now. He just flanked in really quickly, but he's not getting really much done. He's getting some damage, but he's not really cleaning it up. And he's on the med here. He gets a couple of shots, but he's not been able to take him down. I mean, BMS have got the Uber now, aren't they? They just want to push in here. I think TC have switched to their roster actually. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems that they have.
And yeah, that's going to be the midpoint for BMS. They are already pressuring the choke with the demo and the sniper. Going for the second point.
I think this is going to be quite important for TC. Like, TC have switched B-Fish onto Pyro, Useless onto Medic, Monkey onto Demo, Xenos onto Scout, or something like that. It might just be the Hoodbroker, but I mean, if Fungi just get in on that Uber against the Force, but Magnano just go and take down a couple of players, and that's going to leave TC a bit weaker. And P just constantly on this Demo man, he's really pushing him hard, and he does get the pick. It's really important for BMS as well. They might be able to re-push off of this, considering there's quite a lot down.
Do you know how like I need to reload my HUD, like I don't remember the command.
It's HUD _ reload scheme.
Yeah,
but I'm doing it, it's not actually working.
Oh really?
So, yeah.
HUD reload
scheme. S-E-E.
Yeah, that's
H-E, I mean. Kronos is going down and Magnano just bombs it from sewers and returns the favour and takes down Useless. Who is the medic, I think, now? This is really confusing, like, I'm not sure if the HUD's broken or if they've actually changed their roster.
Yeah, my head is still broken, unfortunately.
Ethan is watching this choke though, so if anyone walks into that, he's going to get a lot of damage or a frag onto them. So I think BMS are going to hold this midpoint. Both snipers just almost watching each other here. They probably see each other's dots and not wanting to peek each other.
Well, BMS just sitting comfortably on their midpoint, just playing the clock, you know, since they have the first round. They already have 1 point.
Yeah, they're probably not going to push this because they have no reason to, and I mean there's 10 minutes left, so it might be a bit of a waste, but they might want to try and get some room or kind of pick here. There's no harm in it, I guess.
The crits!
But the unexpected crits comes out. They managed to get 2 players in that. They managed to get Oxy and Monkey, but they don't seem to get the med here.
Oh god damn it! He could
barely misses the medic. Yeah. And the soldier bombs in, beefs a lot of his rockets on Kronos and doesn't get the pick. And that's just again a lot down for TC, and that's going to leave him quite open.
Oh, I was like, he was so close to get the med, but didn't happen. Well, Magnano, well, no, he was pressuring the point already, but they got the response, so got denied. Do you see the Uber charges? Like,
I can check. I think TC use has gone to quick fixes on 25%, whereas Kronos is sitting quite healthy on a crits of 70%. So I mean, crits is going to be quick fix almost every day of the week, but Kronos hasn't been healing, so that's going to mean a slight disadvantage. Well, he's still got an advantage, but less so now, considering that Useless has built that quick fix already up to 75%, whereas Kronos is sitting on 80%, so fairly even, but Kronos' crit is going to be Useless's quick fix, so.
Yeah.
Oh, they've got Chris trigger and they pop the crits onto Funky.
Oh, and the crits is popped as well.
And they don't manage, they don't manage to get Useless and Simba, which is the medic and the heavy. And the demo with a great pipe there, fade away from Funky. That should allow them to push in now. They've got all the combo down for TC. And BMS should be able to just walk in for free here.
Yeah. Would be much more clearer with a proper HUD. Well, a lot of down for red team so far, as I can tell.
Yeah.
Nice aggression from BMS.
Yeah, I think TC misplayed that. Like, they knew that BMS were on crits, or they should have known, and they should know that one crit sticky is gonna kill their medic, and the crit pops are gonna do even more damage. So,
yeah.
I mean, Ethan just hitting a lot of headshots there, just headshot
and
every
the
player,
crits again,
doing a lot of damage. Another crits, yeah, that was quite a fast up, and they managed to get a lot of picks with it, and just denying everybody. Everybody's scared of this crits.
Wow, I have huge lags as well. Wow, okay. Second round for BMS. That's looking pretty good for them at the moment. Only 8 minutes on the clock. TC needs to wake up. Like,
Definitely. They were
they
looking
8
so strong
minutes, they
earlier, but
still
now
can do it, but they need to
I
wake
mean,
up.
Nano does fail the roll up as mid. He doesn't really get much room on the mid, and he's already quite weak on mid. He does crater though,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a really early pick for TC to get some aggression and a lack of spam for BMS. I mean, Oxy does go down as well though. I know he doesn't, it's just a DR spy, but Oxy does take out Pete, which he's dominating him, so that's saying something that Oxy's definitely doing a lot of work for his team now. And I mean, they're just playing this passive role again on BMS's side. Like, I mean, Soldier finally bombs in, but he doesn't seem to get anything.
Crits! 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 Crits!
The crit comes out of Kronos again. I mean, they should not own the combo. They're just trying to stick off Sewer, but they're not getting anything done. And Fungi does go down, and that, so does Kronos from the sticks to the north. So definitely a must mid. I think they played a bit too passive on their side, that mid. Like BMS just left it a bit too late, and the time. But Doom's Mini does manage to take out Kronos, and that's leaving useless on 100% Medigun. So should be able to push through and make this comeback. But Doom's contesting this midpoint, they still haven't capped it yet, and he's just sitting there contesting it. He finally does go down, but that's delayed TC quite a lot now. Oxy winning the counter snipe duel. He seems to be doing really well today. Ethan's bottom scoring, and Oxy second to top. So it's on the med, but he doesn't get the backstab. That supposed to means he can't, his knife disappears. And I mean, combos are walking through here with a big Uber, and they do use it. They do get forced by Fungi and Leif, who do a lot of damage to them, but they just no one to chase again. It's just the single heavy Uber, and they've not got much done with it.
They should not have used yet.
But they should have tried to avoid it, definitely. I mean, Ethan goes down again. They're definitely focusing him out quite hard today, and that's definitely really bad for BMS because one of their best players is going all the time. I mean, Kronos is going to have quite a big advantage now, even if it is crits. 100% crits now. They're coming from lower lobby. They do pop the crits.
Yeah, popping
they
the
haven't
crits.
got anything yet with it though. They switched to Leif, and he does get a couple of picks on the demo and the soldier.
Oh my god!
But they do get taken down by that soda, like really deadly soda.
Such a bad crit.
Yeah, it was definitely not particularly good because now it means that Eustace is going to have quite a big advantage, 75%. And Kronos does die. No heals for BMS. No power to blast off the point.
Yeah, a lot of
this
presence.
mini isn't going to really do much, and that's going to be around for TC.
Yeah, first round for TC. 2 to go.
Yeah, fast back for them. Five minutes left. It's definitely possible. TC can win this. They can bring it back at least.
Fungi a bit late on his rollout. That's not doing anything.
And P's control on this move was really useful, and the movement and stuff from that BMS has been really useful, and they do get some early flank picks, which means they're going to have crate control. They should be getting onto crate now, but TC's crate is just the crate is completely covered in TC players, and they're just controlling it completely. I think that's what's losing BMS these mids. They're getting the picks, but they're not getting this crate control, and it's losing them this mid because the TC can just walk over and just spam them out. Man finally gets up, Bears is jumping, he's going to have to back out here.
Yeah, McDonald jumping on the medic, he goes in the air! No, doesn't get it.
Unlucky that he doesn't get the pick, but he's going to get onto Oxy and does take down Oxy, which is quite important considering the work he's been doing today for TC. But now it looks like he's trying to prepare for another dumb one. Him and Doom do get the force, and Kronos come into and uses the Uber. But TC do flash a lot, and that's going to make Kronos a better Uber. Leif just get onto the medic, and then takes them both down. And then Pete comes in after and cleans up the heavy as well. Really great combination play from all the BMS, and that's leaving TC with 3 up with 1 respawner.
3 up for TC right now. Oh, my HUD is live again. Yes. Well, 2 up for TC right now. This is not looking good. But BMS still didn't cap the second. Oh, what are they waiting for? Yeah, and TC getting back to rollout, spamming the points, just buying some time. But the engineer for TC is down, so no sentry to defend the points. Not even a mini.
The Kronos is sitting on 75% here. Useless only on quick fix though. He's on 85% though. He's gonna have that quick fix advantage, but again, Kronos picking the better medic. Uber's gonna beat quick fix every day of the week, and Xenos does go down, which is a lot of damage dealing power for them. And BMS do push through one. They do use the Uber on the heavy end demo. They're getting some damage, but they're not really doing much. This quick fix is healing them up, but it's just invincibility beats this kind of just healing power, and it's just going to mean that BMS do get the frags on the Capcom, and
yeah, like Samurai was WM1 on the medic.
Great strat to take down the medic though, and I mean that might be it. There's 3 minutes left. It is technically possible for TC to bring this back to a draw, but I don't think they can win now. I mean, look at this demo. Xenos really early to mid, beats him to mid, but McNando's on the demo. He gets a lot of damage onto him, and he gets the pick.
Yeah.
It's really great work from McNando, seeing that threat from Xenos back on demo and just taking down. But I mean, Oxy returning on Fungi with that headshot. Soldier for TC jumping on the misses rockets.
Damn it.
Guys, Samurai. Really unlucky for him, and I mean, this looks like a really dominant move for BMS.
Oh, and Ethan getting Oxy on the midpoint. That's going to
Fernando
open
doing
up.
another jump, takes down the pyro. Looks like he's going to try and chase his medic out here. He's on the medic, he hits the first hit, really a lot of damage, takes down the med. Really great play from McNando again there, getting a lot of frags on mid and taking on some really valuable players.
Yeah, Ethan like getting forward already on second, just waiting for the pick class. Nope, getting denied.
Kronos here, 100% Uber charge. If they cap this point, it's going to be a GG. They cap this point, they use the Super on last and win that, then definitely a GG. They have this really big advantage over Usus, who's on quick fix yet again. Seems not to be working well for them, but I don't think they really have any other choice when they just keep dying on mid like that and keep dying a lot to these plays. I mean, Fungi does go down, which is going to be really important again for BMS.
Yeah, but that's already a GG. I mean, only 1 minute and 30 seconds left. BMS
Definitely,
already
there's nothing
has
else the PC can do, so that's going to be GG. There's also a little bit of a, like action left, but this is kind of a stat pattern at the minute. TC do get this quick fix in onto upper PC. They're all walking forward, they're getting the frags, but I mean, B-Fish just died with Pyro. And they've gotten a lot of frags, but at this moment in time, 3 for BMS doesn't mean anything. There's 1 minute 10 seconds left. And realistically, that's not going to be much, but Leif is absolutely huge. He gets 4 kills without, just as soon as the quick fix finishes. 4 up for TC, and really great play there. Sparrow just coming in and headshot Leif, which is another great play. Leif leaving TC
wait, no, Peter is going for the...
There we go.
He got the back cap. Wow. And yeah, that's it.
4 rounds, there you go.
4-1 for BMS.
GG.
Nice.
But I
GG.
mean, I think we did see a lot of roster switching there, unless it was just the HUD, but there was a lot of... And there you go, there's our gold champion, BMS.
Yeah, BMS is
Possibly
now champion of gold.
Bit unlucky for TC, possibly. Roster switches and roster problems and stuff like that, but BMS were being sportsmen. They gave him 17 minutes of pause time, so...
Yeah, I mean, like before the pause, I think TC was in a better position than BMS. Like they had more players alive. They didn't have the Uber, but like they started to cap to the second, trying to like trap Kronos. But Kronos finally got away, and Fish dropped his Uber.
Yeah.
So that was like very bad for them. And
I think it's just a lot of unfortunate events led to that really big role from BMS right at the end there. Like, I think the combination of the drops and then the picks and the back issues and the roster issues definitely made a big difference to the game, and that might have been what won it for BMS. It was looking quite a close game from the first pre-pause stuff, but after that it kind of all went into chaos, and there we go, that's the game.
Yeah. Do you have the logs of this match?
Yeah, I can find them, yeah. I'll grab them now.
Well, yeah, that's it for the Gold Highlander Season 15 Grand Finals. BMS won. Um, I was expecting them to win, but I was also expecting TC to be like the threat. Like, I don't know. They were. It was a bit unexpected that they went this far. Like they won against Ambition, which was I don't know. The people were favoriting them, but they still win them. So I really thought they would be a big surprise, like winning on process, and then having the big plays on Viaduct, like putting BMS into a position that they haven't got since the beginning of the season, like losing to someone.
Yeah. But I mean, the issues that TC did have today, I think that, honestly, in my opinion, I keep saying it, but that did make a big difference for them. So, yeah. I mean, on the logs, like, we're seeing, like, these damage numbers are looking good for both teams. Like, both demos are very close to 12,000, well, 1,000 damage each off each other. So 13,000-ish damage for Fungi, which is a big number, but 47-minute long game, and that's going to skew the stats a little bit, and the pause is going to lower the DPM. I mean, then it's Xenos, so demo is fairly equal, fairly equal damage, and within 5 frags of each other. And then both heavies. I mean, the surprise is Monkey. He's out damaging everybody apart from the heavies and demos, and that's saying something. Like, Scout is just not really meant to be that high up, and he's done a lot of work for his team, and hats off to him for being that high up. Exactly the same DPM as McNando, and just a bit over Peter, so great play from him too.
Yeah. Well, shall we have some players for postcast interviews? Like
Can
we,
do.
we could have Kronos, I think. I'm asking him if he wants to come in the server right now. So yeah, BMS won as expected, but yeah, I was really hoping to see Express just showing that BMS is not invincible. But well, didn't happen. Maybe next season, like surely BMS is going plat, but maybe TC will follow them as they are in the top tier of gold this season.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so we have Samurai, which is the pyro for BMS in the server. It's okay. Hello, Samurai.
Hey, what's up?
So, gold champion.
Yes,
Yes, feels good.
I guess, yeah.
And we have
Finally, first place.
yeah, finally. And we have Kronos following. Hello, Kronos.
Hey.
All right. So, how did you feel about this match? Are you dead?
Oh no, I'm here. No, yeah, no, it's been great.
It's gonna be a great season.
Simba has followed us over from TC, who's in the
Yeah, I
above
see.
us.
He's in.
Let's
Yeah.
welcome him. Hello,
Hello.
Simba. So yeah, what was your thoughts about this match? Like this whole match, apart from the very long pause part. Like,
They
Yeah,
asked
like
for
what
pause.
happened?
They got a few players vacked. Like you know the vac issue that comes up, and they asked for a pause. And I don't know. I don't like enforcing 5-minute pauses or saying that you have to just carry on
Because you're a good guy.
or denying mercs or whatever. So I said to Oxy, like, what if you need time or you need to get anyone in, then just it's fine.
yeah,
I wanted a game, and I'm ashamed because I know that probably impacted upon TC, but I wanted them to be in as fit a shape as they possibly could, and yeah, it was a good game, if not for the VAC problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you think, Simba, about this game? Like, Even yeah.
You know, well-deserved winners, really. You know, they're a really solid team and put a lot of effort into scrims. I can just see Oxy up there, so I'm sort of waiting for him to come down first, because yeah, but yeah, you know, yeah, it was good. I mean, we've had a great season. And,
Yeah.
he wants to know the access token.
Drag Oxy in.
Just drag him in, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. Hello, Oxy. So yeah, you had Oxy, you had a very good time on like on process. Like you were way better than Ethan. Like, why was that? What happened?
I don't know. That's not normally the case, so we'll see.
Imagine how Ethan was complaining bitterly throughout those 2 games. Well,
we knew. Well,
not during the games themselves, but like at the end, he was saying, "I'm playing so bad."
My spy had a word with me before the game and said that their spy basically only uses the ambi and never uses the knife. So I took Gerate and Machina and stuff that I don't normally use, and I have a tendency to body shot a lot. So I mean, I
he's a Razorback for like most of the season, like every game. Right.
But the thing is, so does. That's not like I'm dissing him. He's very good with the ambi. So what's the point in taking the Razorback if he's just going to shoot you in the side of the head? There's no point. So
yeah, we were unfortunate with our VAC issues, but you know what can you do? It's just a bit hilarious, really, when one player went and then
it was funny then when during the pause and you were thinking, "Oh, Monkey's going to be back soon," and then like Fish goes and so does Noz, and it's like, okay.
Yeah. I feel sorry for Useless, really, pushing him onto medic.
Yes, although
I noticed.
You know, the quick fix worked. Like, I mean, for a little bit, not really. No, it was good, and you know, I think it's easy to blame it on the VAC issues, but you know, it sort of snowballed into the rest of the game because you know we'd been playing as a team and.
I mean,
we'd already had an upset.
Good though. Like before the pause, at like 15 minutes into halfway through, there was like no caps.
Yeah.
And neither team. It looked really even. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good game and everything like that. And it just seemed like after the pause, just everything collapsed because we were 90 seconds behind. So it was just before like B-Fish got 2-piped by Fungi and
he dropped and then the pause happened. So it was just like, oh shit, great timing. But yeah, and then during the pause, 2 other players just got the VAC issue. So.
Yeah, I could tell that was really a problem because what was a really back and forth game beforehand became it was unfortunate.
It was a bit of a snowball. Yeah, but I mean, regardless of the VAC issue, you know, you guys are pretty deserved winners because you're a very solid team, and even though we put up a fight, you know, I think at the end of the day, you know, you guys are very solid. So.
We had, I mean, we got good. I think as someone was saying in Mumble for left, I mean, we got good players in, but I mean, you had quite a good chance to regroup in that. Whereas we were discussing, you know, we were having a big flap around and panicking and trying to work out who we were going to get in. We were just like getting in any backups we could and like try to work out what class they were going to play. But yeah, there's no, you know, you've already won the first map. You've won against us twice before.
Mercs in if you'd needed, but I know that's not ideal in itself either.
We'd rather get we have backups. We like to use them.
Mm-hmm.
Give them a run out.
Yeah, I want to say it's just well played, guys. Over the course of the season and during the game, you guys were probably the next best team and deserved to reach the final. And yeah, it was always going to be.
Mine was better than that ambition.
Over TC.E, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do something in ETF as well, and maybe next UGC season if Oxy's still around or whatever. He should retire from TF2. Really, it's getting old, aren't you, Oxy?
I mean, you must be retired after making Hoodie. Like, that's pretty
Oxy's
good.
He's like the TF2 grandfather at the moment.
Let's face it, though. I've said I'm going to retire from TF2 like every season for like the last 5, so it's fine.
Yeah. I'm roped into a contract, as I've said before. So Oxy has to play for 2 or 3 years. I think otherwise the contract breaks and I can play a different class.
I mean, I played heavy for 2 or 3 years, so you have to play it for 2 or 3 years, Simba. It's the rules.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Well, it was very nice to say. Was a a pleasant game to watch. Quite even in the first 15 minutes of process. Like I was a bit scared that no, not scared, but I really thought TC could win this process match. Like it was very close. No one capped in 15 minutes. Um, I know that the pause happened, but Kronos, did you feel like the pause impacted on the TC gameplay? Like, did they change? Yeah.
You could tell that they weren't as together after the pause. Whereas we were literally saying during the pause, like, if you got everyone back in, what do we do? Shall we just shout if it carried on being back and forth and just 0-0? Shall we just go to Viaduct and just say, yeah, well done, you won that map? Because we didn't want Process. We don't like Process, and yeah.
Was it our pick, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Oxy?
your pick.
I should know, but
You don't even know somebody.
no, I've been out of the, but yeah, no, it's I like Process because it's very you have to work as a team, you have to do a lot of things, and I think we work very well as a team. We're not just necessarily individual players. TC, everyone works together to sort of achieve things. So yeah, no, it's good.
Well, we ideally wanted Viaduct like as our pick. But then we saw that it was the third choice map, and we were like, Viaduct, and Viaduct. Picked Viaduct, then Viaduct, and Viaduct.
I don't think you're allowed to pick Viaduct, were you?
No, you can. You can.
We were talking about picking Viaduct as well.
Yeah, that's why I thought you guys were either going to pick Viaduct, Process, or Sunshine. And
we talked about Viaduct until we realised it was the.
Nah, you could have picked it.
Playoff
you could
map.
have picked it.
Yeah, you don't play it twice. That would have been boring.
That was my thoughts. Like, if it went to best of 3, we were going to pick it. Like, if you'd won this one, like you'd beaten us in Borneo and won Process, we were going to pick Viaduct on Thursday, Friday, whenever we played the second game. Mm-hmm. But yeah,
we just figured that we were shit at payload, and we thought that 5CP would be our best bet, and we didn't really like Sunshine that much, so we had to pick Process.
Yeah, no, we thought that as well. Because we were chatting about it in the Mumble before we actually realised we had to say to each other what maps we were going to play, because we thought it was just going to be on the day, like you turn up, you play maps, and so we were thinking, oh, what maps are they going to name? And we thought you'd probably go with a 5CP because we'd beaten you on Upwards, and then we beat you on Asheville early on in the season. So we were like, they're going to go for a 5CP, and you're probably a good choice because it is our weakest game mode, and you guys were very strong today and before the changes.
Yeah, by the way, Sparrow's sitting up there. I don't know if it's going to be a crowd now, but I think he wanted to get in on the action. So
yeah, get him in there.
Oh, and we have Spyro that joined joined the Mumble. Hello, Spyro.
Hello there, guys.
Yes,
everyone here.
I felt like congratulating our new champions in person. Congrats, guys.
Yes, congratulations.
It was a good game. Just a shame about the unfortunate
vacations. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The best bit was Fish's little pleas and mumble during the rest of the game, like little chat messages coming up going, how do I fix this? Please, guys, I want to play.
Yeah. It's lucky though, because it's lucky we have people on standby. Well, not necessarily on standby, but people that play all day. So
a big shout out to Benny and Zero for jumping in.
Yeah, thanks, Zero. Love you.
Well, yeah.
They're probably not even listening, but
Zero definitely
just
is, he wants me to say stuff.
And just like get the clip so you can say, we declared our undying love live on cast.
Tom Foster 1 really likes me. I like Tom Foster 1 really as well. Because he's the only person that's saying I'm good. Everyone else.
Yeah, you are good, Simba. Like, you're definitely one of the best heavies in being gold this season. Like,
at the start of the season, no one would have said that because
I know, like, there's new players and things, but you've been amazing, man.
Thank you. Yeah,
sharing the love.
At the start of the season, I don't know, my settings were completely different. Now I'm not turned on my hacks, but something changed, and like now I can track quite well. So I don't know. It's weird, right? I mean, when we played Gold Enough on Upward the first week, I was very bad, but well, not very bad, but I wasn't necessarily up to the level.
On Upward, like we were like that first week, and we lost the game. We've won everyone since, but like, I guess hats off to P for being the only team that has beaten us this season. But like, that game was so bad. Like, it was like the first week that Mick Nando had decided to main Soldier from Spy.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
And
And it was the first week when you had me.
yeah, and it was one of the first weeks of Samurai, and Samurai had a probably not so great game. Leaf didn't have a great game. Mick was a bit lost on Soldier, and we were like, oh dear, if we make playoffs, we're going to be so happy. And that was the aim originally. Yeah. Like, we just thought, let's just make playoffs. And because we were considering going silver originally, and then...
Oh, right, really? Jesus.
Yeah. Like, we did not expect, like, we had a big vote. The team did, to like, do we go silver, do we go gold? And there was like, me and Ethan wanted to go gold, and then the rest of the team was unsure between silver and gold, like which one they'd be like best for. And in the end, we like, Ethan and I sort of got everyone on side, and we went gold. And yeah, we haven't looked back since, I guess.
Should have gone silver. Would have been better for us.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm really glad we didn't go silver now. So yeah, you might.
We would have had a TC final. Have been the first one in history, right?
You had to learn bracket final. That sort of counts.
Yeah, no, I mean, coming second in gold is a great achievement, and we've had a fantastic season, and we've all worked together. Even though we had like that little upset in the middle of the season where we lost, a few players. But everyone's been really nice and good. Yeah, it's great. It's a great environment.
I think gold's been quite strong this season as well. What with originally Gold Enough looking very good. TC Ambition have always been a strong team. You guys, teams like Veni Vidi Vici and After Dark, obviously, and PMP all need shout outs for being strong teams and doing decently in high now. So.
Yeah, everybody in gold, but I think it was very, like Spyro was saying to me and the guys at the start as well, sort of at the early days in gold, that it was so close. It was really hard to call what was going to happen because everyone was doing really well.
Did anyone fancy us? Like, I want to ask her, did anyone actually fancy us to win? Because we didn't fancy us to win, and I don't know if anyone else. There was like some weirdo out there that thought at Bureau team that they got a good bunch of players.
I don't know.
I think it was very hard to say who was going to win because you swapped lots of players out. The same with Ambition, and I mean we've had to swap 3 players out just before the. We've used Mercs during all the playoff games, I think.
Yeah,
we've used Fish and Monkey as Mercs, and Monkey stepped up from backup.
You're on your ETF 12 roster. I don't know, shout out to Apex and Yahoo, who are ETF2L, Demoman and Pyro, and yeah, they're class, so they're hopefully winning the Steel finals today, so yeah.
If they have Yahoo on Pyro, there's a big chance they will. I don't know where he came from, he's just such an up and coming guy.
The distant realms of Thunder Mountain.
Of pubs in Thunder Mountain, that's where I met him last year.
Yeah, he's just.
Wait, who's this? Yahoo.
One of the rare ones that makes you rage.
He can play every class.
Yes,
it's very, very suspicious, but very good.
He's one of those top diamonds.
No, I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious of how like his brain is working because like I can only really main like 2 classes. How can he do every class at that level? Because it's just beyond me.
It's like good. Ethan. Ethan could easily main Demo Man, Solly. Maybe Heavy, or Spy, to be honest. Like, he's just good. He's got like 5,000 hours in the game, and I guess that it helps when you just have the DM and the ability.
You need to main everything. It's the most fun. Swap class every season.
Okay,
I've got a little bingo card ready.
Spyro go heavy. I'll go Spy next season. No problem. And
I want to go Spy. I want to go Spy and Plat next season.
Yeah. Spyro, you take over. You take over from me. Not even joking at this point. And I'll go Spy, and we'll win every game.
A big question: Are you guys going plat next season then?
That's a good question. It's a question for Oxy and Useless, really.
I don't like plat. It's very horrible division. Not as in skill, as in they all just don't. I've played it like the last 3-4 seasons, and it's just got worse and worse. It's all off-class teams that don't care.
Yeah, but you got.
It's one of the reasons I wanted to kind of drop down, and because plat is so rubbish.
We played Wasp. We didn't do too badly against Wasp. It was a bit, did we? I mean, it wasn't a complete roll.
We played Wasp
like
in our only game. We played Wasp in our only game on Borneo in about 2 months on Saturday, and that was the only time we've actually played Borneo since Borneo week in the UGC.
Oh yeah.
And we played them twice on Borneo, and the first time they held first, and we were like, why the fuck have we named Borneo? And yeah, we were like, why didn't we stick with Viaduct? But then the second time we played them, we beat them, and we held last, and we were like, we've actually got some really strong holds on this map, so yeah, should be okay.
Who did we play on Borneo? Did we play Ambition?
We played Ambition.
And we did. It was like the longest night of my life.
That was the longest night ever.
Oh my god!
I want to kill myself.
Yeah, it was so long, but it was so close as well. And apart from the last round, but I think it was because everyone died from exhaustion.
I remember pausing for Mongoose to go to bed. It was that.
Yeah, Mongoose is no longer with us. He hasn't died, but he's not in the team anymore. And he used to have his internet shut off at like 9, so we had to get a merkin every time we played past like 9, I think. Or was it 10?
Oh wow, that's painful. That's really painful.
Or like another sub. So yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yeah. 10 CT every day, without a doubt. Off Mongoose goes, timed out.
So.
Didn't Mongoose play against us in the Asheville week? I swear he did.
Yeah, probably.
And that was past 9 CT.
He got an exception that time, I remember.
Yes, I remember, because that was when Spyro's internet were fucked up, isn't it? Or cables cut when we played Asheville. Was that Scrim? But your internet cables got cut.
Oh right, yeah, then yeah.
Yeah, was that the same day?
I live in a student house, and one of the guys thought he'd be able to fix the internet by plugging out all of the cables, and then he had no idea where to plug them back in.
Mongoose is trying to do some rewiring.
Wow.
And,
I spent 2.5 hours rewiring this shit.
I just got a message from Piplup, which is a shout out, which I probably can't say.
Is it something to do with me?
No, it's
Moxie.
it's just offending someone that's not even on either team. So.
Oh wow.
It's an ETF to WoW admin.
Shame on you, Piplup.
Yeah.
Have you? Oh yeah, no. There's this.
I'll leave it like that. People can probably guess.
What's happened here? I'm confused.
Some ETF2L.
I was on a vacation. I heard there was some drama regarding ETF2L and Ambition.
Ambition got thrown out of the league, and
then they got
put back in.
reinstated. Yeah, but then same with a few other teams. In my opinion, none of them should have been kicked out. Espu ran the rule pretty fine, but as far as I'm concerned, I don't think actually any of the other teams broke the rule. So
I think it would have made more sense to kick Ambition out of UGC for Team Hijack, not ETF2L.
Yeah, because didn't they change about...
They swapped like 2 people on ETF2L and they're like, no. UGC, they like just swapped their entire roster out pretty much.
To be honest, I don't think it matters. Like, as long as you're not changing players for like just getting a Prem stack in to like, it shouldn't matter.
I think it's fair that the teams should have to play during the original 7 weeks. The team should have to play a similar lineup. Otherwise, it's not very fair if one team gets stronger after they've already lost to other teams.
My point is like